We'll do it another time. We don't want to step on top of this.
Gotcha.
We'd ask y'all to please partner with us and do this about Riverfed so we don't take away from its first day.
Absolutely, that's what we're doing. But there are also some other unanswered questions about some things that...
Send them to us. I'll answer them all today.
Happy. Okay.
Today.
Absolutely.
And I'll answer them within the hour if you send them to me.
Look,
Look, sir, just to answer you, like what y'all put out about that making it a resignation.
Yes, sir.
You'll see a press release that just went out.
We read that.
And what y'all reporting to people is wrong. And I hope that y'all will try to get it right.
What part of it is wrong?
About all the residents. Ronnie Howard is a valued member of our police and will be staying on in a role that is really increasing the portfolio of things he's going to be doing. And I think that gets out in the community and it does damage both to him, his family, and other folks. So just look, there's a lot of information there. I challenge y'all to read it and really think about it and think about how reporting is done and make sure it's done accurately. This is a time we ought to all be working together. There are a lot of challenges in Alexandria and there are a lot of changes in our region and our country, and we need to work together. And part of that is having news media be responsible and really get out the facts. And the facts here you got a guy who's no more resigning than the man in the moon. Ronnie Howard is a valued member of our team. And I think y'all have this confused with what other people were saying during election time about Chief Howard. I think Chief Howard has been and will remain a tremendous asset. And I hope that the public knows how we feel about it. I've stayed in contact with Chief Howard. We have not had any issues about asking him to leave or any of that. So, I hope read the reports and we'll go from there.
Here's the thing, though, when questions arise and we're not able to have them answered by you, we go to the next source, Mayor.
But there is no source. No,
Brian Sespiva was the source.
But he's not a source on that. That's not accurate at all.
Which is why I'm talking to you now.
Right. But it's not true that you're telling the public that you don't have access. Y'all have not sent us a single question on this to answer. Have you sent us a question?
We tried to speak with you the other night.
But have you sent us a question? No, that's not true. Wait, but listen, that's not true either. You ran a story and acted as though by staying at City Council till 7:30 at night.
Council meeting.
Right.
We ran that story based on that.
So,
and I don't believe that in that story anything was released that was not true.
Okay, so for the folks at home to understand, we put out a report of our 100 days, and there was a joke given to the council about we don't know who the fire chief would be, and in a new process, the police chief would be, so don't ask. It was a joke. KALB chose to run that story, and I've had plenty of people in the community call as though the chief was being let go. That was a choice you made. And remember, folks at home, when you cut a story and you have one line and the second part, y'all can make that look any way you want.
Which is why we have the communication lines open to speak with you. We tried to speak with you after that meeting that night, but you you didn't speak to do it.
Yeah. So it wasn't I wouldn't. I left after being there till 7:30 at night on a long council meeting. That's not the same thing. So it's not accurate. What you're saying is not accurate. Y'all need to tell the truth as the news media.
So as far as
it's a two-way street.
Okay, but I feel like we're doing our part. I feel like once something is said about that, the police chief, I feel like the public has a right to know and a right to inquire. And so, what better source to come from than the source that information came from?
But you didn't say what we said. We said there's a process to select the chief, but y'all reported as though he was being let go.
No, the entire article says that. The entire article, and even the story we did yesterday, says that he has to resign first. Before he goes to any other job, he has to resign. And there's been no letter of resignation.
Well, everything you're saying is what you're saying. That's not accurate.
Okay.
So what you're choosing to use words.
No, I'm asking you what is accurate.
So we'll announce that when those things occur. But you're not being accurate with the public.
Yes, sir.
And y'all need to be accurate on things as big as things about the police chief and policing. Be accurate. It's very easy to do it. So ask good questions, you'll get great answers.
So what do we need to do from here going forward?
Listen, I want to say it like this, and with all due respect, you guys report news. Stop making the news and start reporting.
And what part of that did we make up is what I'm not clear on.
Well,
I'm not clear on.
100% of people that we've spoken with have all thought that Ronnie, who is a valued member of our team, was being let go. And that is directly from the tenor and tone of the story KLB edited and put out. So when you edit a story and you can include one sentence in the beginning and whatever you choose, you can make a story say anything you want. We want y'all to make sure the tone and tenor of stories are accurate. And that was not an accurate story. So
Which again falls on the two-way street that you were just talking about.
So send your questions and we'll answer them. But you're using the word resign and you're using things that are just not accurate. Ronnie is not resigning from working with police at all.
Right. So the
And
job
never was.
the job he's going to, is that covered? Is that under civil service?
We just announced all that to y'all in this. Maybe y'all haven't read it, but we just put out a press release. Get on top of that, and it's going to answer those questions.
Yes, sir. We'll send you some questions. Y'all will get those answers to us today.
You send them right now, yes.
Did y'all want to interview some of the art vendors? They were going to put some of their art up.